Hi, so my name is Ruben Mendoza, and today we are going to talk about the topic, the internet. And sorry if you can't read it that well, but this is my handwriting. I know it's not the greatest, but pretty much we're just going to talk about the concept of how the internet works. And well, we can start off by saying that the internet is like an agreement or a way where, for example, a game. When you have a game, you set up rules, and with those rules, each opponent agree to the same thing. So what I'm trying to say with that is, when you look at this, you have one computer, it's right here, and then another computer, it's right here. And when you have one computer connected to another computer, sending messages to each other, or data, or network, or data, it's called a network. And if you connect the internet through an ISP, which is called the Internet Service Provider, you are assigned an IP address. And the way an IP address works is, well, IP addresses, they send messages. And the messages through the internet, well, when they travel, they don't just carry on just like that with one whole thing. The way they travel is the message pulverizes and it disintegrates, meaning that they travel in different parts. So if we were to look at this, it would go somewhat like, and let's just say these little dots is a message, picture, whatever that you're sending from point A to point B. And eventually all the message from point A that disintegrates comes back together to the other point B, which is, the other computer. And like I said, everything usually gets back together eventually. And to go a little bit more technical, it's called the protocol stack. And the way this protocol stack works is that there's the application, protocol layer, the transmission, sorry, I'm a pretty slow writer, control protocol layer, the internet protocol layer, and lastly, the hardware layer. So with these 4 points, pretty much they start up and they move their way down, and goes through the internet, and then it works its way back up through the hardware layer, internet protocol layer, transmission control protocol layer, and then the application protocol layer. So what exactly is between what makes up the internet? So we have our computer right here, so I'll just put a C for computer. We have our modern right here, and so this, I will put the acronym for PTW, which is public telephone wire. And then the MP, which stands for Modern Pool. ISP, which stands for ISP Support Server. And then we have the routers right here. I'll just put like a little circle for the routers. And then they transfer through the CSU and the DSU through the dedicated line, which I'll put DL, and then again the CSU to the DSU, back to the router, which is again the little circle, back to the other computer. Sorry if the kid pictures are kind of not the best. I'm not the best artist either, but I hopefully you get the concept. And then just some extra basic terms that I'll just go through. HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language, which is a standardized system for like sending files like font, color, graphic, and hyperlink effects. And then we have CSS, which is Cascading Style Sheets, which describes how the HTML elements are to be displayed on the screen, paper, or in other media. Then we have the PCS, which stands for Personal Communication Service. Then we have the term mobile device, which is a portable computing device such as a smartphone or a tablet or a computer. And then we have a user, and a user is pretty much a person who uses a computer or a network service. And then we have files, which is a common storage in which a computer is, which is a common storage which is unit which is in a computer with all programs and data that are contained in a file in the computer that reads and writes files. And then lastly we have a server, which kind of explains itself. A server is a program that awaits and fulfills requests from a client program such as from other computers. And that's pretty much what I have for today for internet. So I hope this helped. Thank you and